Hi, welcome to our Flynn household. We're getting ready for the new school year, and one of the things that I do is I start figuring out what's going to be that treat that we're going to have in the classroom for the teachers to use whenever there is a birthday. These are just some examples. Again, it's all based on the food allergy testing. When you find out what your child can and can't have, then you start scouring the ingredients that are in certain treats and find something that they end up liking. And then you can use that within the classroom. And just the key to this whole thing working is that you don't give it to them at home. It's only at the classroom, because then they still consider it a treat. So these are one of my kids' favorites. We use these periodically. The mixed berry, or they have a few different flavors, but the element in this is they're individual packets. So you've got a box of 6 of them, so that should take them through almost half the year, depending on how many birthdays are. These we found, I think they have at a few different places, but I believe Costco has the big bag of singles like this. So again, it's another kind of treat, but again, it's all based on, like, I have 2 of my kids can't have these because they can't have oats, but then the other 2 can. So it's definitely something that for them can be a treat if that's what, like, one of them that has braces can't have the chewy things like this. So something like this works. Lar bars, these are great. They do have nuts. So again, one of the other elements is finding out what the allergies are within your classroom and making sure that you're not bringing something in, even though it's something that your kids can have. Sometimes it can get a little frustrating if they're allergic to, gluten and rice and like all of these other things that normally gluten-free products are made from that don't have nuts. A lot of times, they can have nuts, but other kids in the classroom might not be able to, and it could be a serious allergy. So you have to be mindful of that. But if they don't have issues, like these just have cashews, so there's no peanuts in them or anything like that. So this is one that's a favorite one for our kids. That they will use once in a while. They have a lot of different flavors, so those tend to be great snacks, even if it's not a treat. Dehydrated fruits. They also have the freeze-dried fruits. I think Woodman's has them. You can pack them up in like smaller containers to make because these are, it's one big container. It does reseal, so if your teacher doesn't mind pulling out some and then resealing it, or you can just, put them in there. But these are also a great idea because what is it? It's fruit. There's organic mangoes. That is the only ingredient. My kids happen to like the organic mangoes the best, so that's the one we'll go with. Enjoy Life has a lot of great products that are a lot of different allergen-free. I think these are, what is it? It's wheat-free, dairy-free, peanut-free, tree nut-free, egg-free, soy-free, fish-free, shell-free. So, and they don't have casein, potato, sesame, or sulfites. So they avoid a lot of allergens. So a lot of their things are usually pretty good to be able to bring into schools. And you just have to kind of have your kids taste them and find out if they like them. I mean, that's part of it. You want it to be something that they really do think is a treat, So think outside the box. I know that when Faith was little, they don't have these anymore, but they used to have these applesauce tubes. It was organic applesauce, and they had them flavored, and they were in tubes. And so what we do is we throw them in the freezer, and they were like popsicles to Faith. And so that was her treat. She would get organic applesauce that was like a popsicle. So that was, again, another thing I was going to bring up. Right now they have them out. My kids have been eating. They have superfood fruit popsicles. I think they were at Woodman's, but so that's an idea for a birthday snack or something. Think outside of the box. It's fruit and it has like superfood in them. It's a great option. The kids all love them. Any kids that come over, and you can make your own popsicles too, for that matter. But it's something thinking outside of the box. But these are another one. Again, these have some nuts in them, but it brings me to my kids love doing power balls. It's a great snack as well. But something like this, if you don't have an allergy to nuts, like this has cashews walnuts, and then there's figs and coconut and things like that. So it all depends, again, on the food allergy testing and the different allergies that are going on in your classroom. But these are great for snacks. They're great for treats. They're great for, if you can do it. They have different flavors. That's not the only flavor. They have different flavors that I've seen. I was going to say another thing. The different fruit leathers that they have, those are also, again, on the line of this as well. But when it comes to treats that you're gonna have for your child, so that you don't have to keep making homemade fresh things every time and have to know when there's a birthday coming in and just kind of wondering, okay, what's gonna happen? Don't give my kid something. Another thing you can do is maybe even some organic gluten-free cookies, or I know we have done also in the past the graham crackers. For whatever reason, our kids love graham crackers. It's simple, it's easy, and to have a box in there, and then she just takes a couple graham crackers out, and that's their treat when they have a birthday treat. Again, it depends on your child. It depends on what they consider a treat. You just have to explore a little bit and have them taste different things, and come up with something that works and that your child is excited about. And I guarantee it will be less stress on you as a parent, wondering, oh no, is my kid going to be fed something they can't have by accident? If you plan ahead, and this is why I do this in the beginning of the school year. I plan ahead, I start thinking about these things, and then we'll literally label the box, and then we'll talk to the teachers and make sure they know. And everybody has always been very, very receptive and working with you as long as you're communicating. So I hope this helps you to be able to make some good choices for your kids that are healthy and safe for everybody in the classroom as well as your child.